Grandparents Leon and Bev were always able to access their home. Then a flood created a creek through their property. Now the couple in their 70s have to wade through the creek to reach their house, and they blame the council.
All I'm asking is to get into my home. Yeah, that's all I want.
It's terrible, and I don't think we should be treated like this.
It's a sight that has to be seen to be believed. Great-grandparents Bev and Leon Field forced to risk wading through floodwater to get in and out of their home.
I blame the council because they've never helped us, never wanted to help us, and it's just, you know, we can't help you, and that's how it is.
Leon, hello. That is a mission, isn't it?
It certainly is.
If you want to visit Leon, you have to be prepared to wade across the swollen Tent Hill Creek, an hour's drive west of Brisbane.
We brought you some supplies. Hopefully that helps and saves you a trip across the creek.
Thank you very much. That's terrific.
So Leon, this is not something you want to do every day.
Certainly not. No, it is not. But I have to if we want to survive.
Heavy rains in February flooded this creek, and that's meant that Beverly and Leon have been isolated on their property for more than 50 days. Their only way out is over that hill behind me there or through this water. And getting across this isn't easy for anyone, let alone a couple in their 70s.
And Beverly, are you afraid to cross the creek?
I hate it, and I can't get home. I want to get home to my place.
And Bev has good reason to be scared. 2 weeks ago, the 77-year-old had to make the perilous journey because she needed to undergo cancer treatment. You can see Bev here being helped across by her grandsons. She made it out, but coming back, she slipped and gouged her leg on a rock.
I slipped on the rocks and took a big chunk out of my leg. And yeah, it was just in the water, just flapping in the breeze, the part of my leg that, yeah, was awful.
And of course you couldn't get up.
No.
It just breaks my heart just to see her have to walk through it, let alone see her sitting there in agony. And there's just nothing I can do.
The thing about this creek is, Leon says it never used to be here. He says a heavy storm 9 years ago forced the water across his property, and it's stayed ever since, flooding whenever there's heavy rain and blocking him off. And now he says the council tell him because it's on private property, it's his problem, not theirs.
I explained to him in December there that my wife had to get out for radium treatment. They just said, 3 people in a row told me, that is not our problem, it is yours.
Seriously?
Seriously.
When Bev injured herself, she had to sit in the water for 50 minutes until paramedics could get to her and take her to hospital.
And the ambulance said that it's a bad situation, and if anything was to happen to us when we're at home, the way the creek is, they would never be able to get to us.
We knew it was going to be inevitable that somebody would get injured due to the massive amount of damage that's there and the boulders that are being washed down from the creek.
Terry Lee Powter is Leon and Bev's daughter. She's taking care of her mum now Bev's out of hospital until the creek water drops to a point where they can drive her home, because there's no way Bev can attempt the journey at the moment.
But somebody's got to be responsible for the fact that they can't even access their home, get their car out, or go anywhere.
My husband's there and I'm here, and will be for weeks now, so I don't know what's going to happen to us.
Does it make you angry?
Yes, very angry, because no one wants to know us.
This satellite image shows the creek after its course was moved by floods in 2013. And Bev and Leon want the council to redirect the creek or help build a bridge to give them all-weather access.
We can't do anything. we can't sell the place. No one will buy it. We can't live like this. And so what is there for us? Nothing. Everything we planned for just went, as, excuse the pun, down the creek.
It's council's responsibility to allow you access, as far as I know, to your property, and they're not allowing them access to their property.
The Lockyer Valley Regional Council has been in talks with the family to discuss access options, but in a statement, a spokesperson says access to the Fields property is off a road governed by the Department of Transport and Main Roads, not council, so council has no jurisdiction over the road in question. While Queensland's Department of Transport and Main Roads tells us private property accesses to a state-controlled road are the property owner's responsibility, and any maintenance or upgrades required are at the property owner's expense.
Someone's got to stand up and take responsibility for it. It's just wrong.
I want to be home in my own home. And if I want to drive out, I want to be able to drive out. But the way things are now, I won't be able to.
When we went back to the council, it said it had referred the matter to yet another government department. In the meantime, it suggested Leon and Bev live elsewhere until another option is secured. Now, who knows when that will be? There's got to be a better way forward.